Hello, boys and girls. This is Module 4, Topic 2, Lesson 2, Who Doesn't Love Puppies? And in this lesson, we're going to be talking about tree diagrams and how to organize our outcomes to determine probability. But first, we're going to start with the warm-up. So it reads, Nora's treat bag has 5 chocolate bars, 7 peanut butter cups, and 8 sour gummies. If she selects one piece of candy at random, determine each probability. So you already know how to determine simple probability. That's exactly what this is. So find the total of how many treats are in the bag, and then determine the probability of 1, a chocolate bar, of 2, getting a peanut butter cup, 3, choosing a sour gummy, and 4, choosing something that is not a sour gummy. All right, set your timer for about 4 minutes max, because this really shouldn't take that long to complete. 4 minutes, pause here. Alrighty, now that you've had time to work, let's compare answers. For number 1, the chocolate bar, let me back up. First thing you should have done is total up all of those treats that are in the bag. There are 20 total. And then identify the probability. So the probability of selecting a chocolate bar is 5 out of 20 because there are 5 chocolate bars. And that number can be simplified. We do have to simplify these probabilities. If I divide the top and bottom by what number, you might have guessed it, then you would get 1/4. You should have guessed 5. If I divide 5 and 20 both by 5, then 5 divided by 5 gives me 1. 20 divided by 5 gives me 4. So 1/4 is our answer. For number 2, you have 7 peanut butter cups out of 20. That one cannot be simplified, so 7/20. For number 3, there are 8 sour gummies out of 20. That can be simplified. See if you can guess what number I divided the top and bottom by. 4. 8 divided by 4 gives you 2. 20 divided by 4 gives you 5. And then lastly, the complement of the sour gummies would be non-sour gummies or not sour gummies. So I just took the opposite of number 3. And ideally, you also should have just counted the peanut butter cups and chocolate bars. When you add those together, you get 12. But I also could have cheated a little bit and looked at my probability for sour gummies. If it's a not sour gummy, I know it's going to be the opposite of that. So I know the opposite of 8 out of 12 would be 8 out of 20. The opposite of that would be 12 out of 20 because you need 12 more to make 20, right? So then 12 out of 20 is that probability. And I also divided the top and bottom by the same number to simplify and got 3/5. That number was 4. So 12 divided by 4 gives you 3. 20 divided by 4 gives you 5. And there is our warm-up. So now we have a basic, solid understanding of simple probability. Let's get into our lesson.